Merry Christmas,
bitches.
Eve, when this drops.
Christmas Eve.
But for our patrons, it will drop tomorrow. So
that'd be
happy
Christmas Eve.
early Christmas Eve.
It'd be Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Merry Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas Eve.
And thanks for supporting us. We would not be here.
You guys have been here for a year.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You guys are supporting our ridiculousness and splendor in all shapes and sizes.
Oh, my God.
That made no sense.
We're here for it.
All that being said, we're going to give you a little preview of our new remix theme song.
It's freaking bitchin'.
And we hope you guys like it.
Is this taboo?
You know what this is.
Did you ever? What color are your underwear?
Or crass and inappropriate. It's your trippy hippie Alicia jumping on the mic from good old Utah. Fuck.
Danielle, I'm starting to feel this shit.
Welcome.
To Hard Talks.
Seduction.
Seduction.
Where the talks are really hard.
I thought this was Flaccid Talks.
This shit sounds deep.
Ring. This is Hard Talks. Hard Talks. Hard Talks. You're listening to Hard Talks with a blonde and a hippie.
Brought to you by Hard Talk Abduction.
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys. What a crazy time of year it is. It is, as of this recording date, as I look at my watch, that's not on my wrist, December 21st. It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Titty Tuesday.
Should I have tacos?
A tantalizing Tuesday. We're here for it. It's your trippy hippie Alicia jumping on the mic from good old Utah, and you're listening to Hard Talks with a Blonde and a Hippie. I am joined today on this beautiful sunny afternoon with my co-host.
Your favorite blonde. Your favorite blonde. Sarah.
Sarah! Applauses for everyone. If you guys are listening and you've made it to episode, which was going to be 51, but is now 50. Wait, no. This was supposed to be
52.
episode 51.
So this is 50?
I don't know. I'm lost in the sauce.
I was so
Mixes.
confused when you texted me and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
before we jump into it, because I have been forgetting lately, this is an 18 and up podcast. You already know.
18 and older.
We curse like sailors. I don't want to be responsible for your sweet, innocent children saying fuck or goddamn.
Poor
So
Caroline.
I know, our poor kids. Just slide in on your own time. And if you don't, send us funny videos of your kids cursing, because I live for that. As long as it's in context.
It has to be in context. You can't get mad at them.
Send it to us and I'll publish it on our story on Instagram.
Does your kid say this?
Yeah, please. Dude.
Dude.
We also talk
Dude.
all things controversial, difficult, wildly inappropriate, and taboo.
Taboo?
Yes. That being said, I did not publish an episode last week because, we got a question because I was asking for topic suggestions on
I
our
didn't
story.
get any on mine. I even put it on my Instagram.
Well, so you can't, like, if you reshare something to your story on Instagram, they can click on it to bring them to the original post, and that's where they can answer a question. I had that issue too, because I was like, where's especially if you follow someone and they have 1,000 things on their story, you're like, where's the original first question? That's a little frustrating. But anyways, we've been asking for topic suggestions, gearing up for the 52nd episode, which we recorded last weekend with one of the original co-hosts, Brett, who you guys have heard from not too long ago.
Long ago.
So we're kind of doing it backwards. I wanted to do it that way because I was really excited for the 52nd episode, and where we're adding film into it, I just kind of wanted to mentally prepare and be prepared to meet said publication deadlines that I consistently miss. I'm not flaky, guys. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. But, we're getting a little more organized. We have things planned out, and we're going to just go with it because
Ride it like a tidal wave.
Yes, for sure. And try not to fall off. I can't fucking talk.
Fall out of the boat.
Just fall off. But we had a listener ask me some questions. She was like, how long have you been divorced? And like
5 years.
Was it infidelity? Was there like, do you guys get along? What are your suggestions to starting a new co-parenting relationship? And dude, like, I recorded that episode like 3 times.
Yeah.
With 2 separate people and then myself. And I didn't realize that was such a touchy subject for me still. And by the time that I had like tried to edit it and like put it all together, I was like, this is not authentic and it's just not good. So
it didn't flow.
So
there was no flow.
That's okay. I needed the week off because it's fucking Christmas this week. Mm-hmm. And I haven't even started my Christmas shopping.
I just finished, and all of mine is wrapped under my little baby tree that I bought from Walmart.
So Sarah and her husband have a tradition where they like to go out, camp, and like chop down or pick your own Christmas tree out, right?
A fresh tree from the woods.
A fresh tree from the woods.
Not like it's not like a farm tree that you can go to. Like we literally go up to this place in Snowville on this guy's big ass property that a lot of people go to, and we go into the woods and find a tree that you want to chop down.
Okay, so
because there's a lot of people that can go like they have like trees that like already planted. You can go cut those down. That like are perfect. No, you have to go out and figure out which tree you want because these are real trees.
Have you ever like accidentally like missized a tree where you chop it down and then you like bring it back to your truck and you're like, where are we gonna put it? Like it reminds me of the Griswolds Christmas. Where
it's so true though, because like out in the wilderness, like they're like it looks so tiny, and then you bring it home and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, and Rusty and Audrey are in the back seat and they're like, Dad, we don't want to go Christmas tree finding anymore. Like, Dad. I love that movie. That's one of my favorites.
Chase is obsessed with the Griswolds.
Oh, but
he's
like
so funny.
He could also add a lumberjack to his resume now, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Does he chop it down pretty good? Pretty quick?
He's a pretty
quick chopper there.
So yes, he has a little chainsaw. So I have to tell you a story about this.
Oh, he's cheating.
He is cheating. But I'll tell you a story about this really fast. So he bought a chainsaw from Walmart, like a brand new chainsaw, right? Uh-huh. It's shit. He found a chainsaw case, air quotes, on Facebook for $15, and he's like, oh, my, new chainsaw will fit in that. No, it don't fit. He actually got a new chainsaw in said case for $15, and the guy's like, oh, it doesn't work. And he's like, well, why? And the guy's like, I don't know. So Chase brings it home to his stepdad, and this guy I swear, can fix anything. So the guy that he bought the old chainsaw from put oil where his gas was supposed to go.
Oh.
Okay. Chase's stepdad fixes it. That damn thing runs better than the brand new chainsaw.
I was going to say, that's a lot of work to put in for an old chainsaw. Why not? I take that back. He can't add lumberjack to his resume because he ain't out there with a fucking hatchet.
But he would. Like, he has, like, this, like, little portable, like, saw that he uses. Like, he unfolds it and, like, he's like, I'm like, it doesn't work very well, does it? And he's like, not really.
Total man gift right there.
He loves Home Depot.
Let me ask you this, because bitch is balling on a budget this year. Okay, I've literally felt like I've been reverting back to like elementary school and junior high when
gifts.
Yeah, and you just like really want to give something nice to your mom, and it's just like you really want to buy her something, and you ended up giving her this handmade crafted card.
She would love that more than anything. But you know what? We don't. Me and my mom, like me and my siblings, don't buy each other anything. We just go out to dinner.
Yeah, you
like
say
my
that.
mom wants that. My mom
likes
wants
quality
that.
time.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your mom might like that, and it's cheaper for you because you can be like, well, can we cash this in like January?
I just made a coupon book for my part-time lover.
Perfect.
So maybe I'll just make a coupon book for everyone in the family because, or I was like,
that's awesome.
Pictures are always a good idea. It's get a little touchy-feely, sentimental there.
So what I want to do, what you could do, I mean, it's probably going to cost a lot of money, but I want to make Caroline her first like 4 months, like a book for my in-laws and my mom for Christmas. Haven't done it yet, but I'm working on it.
What is that one company, like Shutterfly?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do those books. I have a couple of books for my oldest son that my aunt has given me. And it's funny because Elliot's getting excited. He got in trouble this morning because I walk in from the kitchen and he was opening a present. under the tree.
He just got so excited. He can't help. That's why you hide your presents before the kids.
No, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, I don't know.
Pure terror in his eyes.
I don't know. And I was like, Santa saw that. Santa saw. He did.
Santa saw you.
But God forbid, I will never.
But God did too. Santa and God are watching you.
Sweet baby Jeebus. He's coming. But he was actually fucking, no.
He was born in April.
He was resurrected in April.
I thought he was, you got to ask bitch bonus Corey. She would know.
No, she wouldn't.
No, trust me, because
he came back from the dead in Easter. That's why we have, in April. That's why we have Easter.
My bra doesn't fit.
Mine doesn't either. Like, I'm literally, look at this. Can you see the ledge?
For it.
But
mine just like my nipples hang out.
Mine do too. But I didn't have a white bra for our white Hard Talk shirts.
I have a nude bra on. Can you tell?
If you guys
see, this is what happens with white, but I have a nude one on. You can't tell.
But it still
I have
looks
mine
good.
on too.
She has very nice boobs.
I had nice boobs before too. Ask bitch bonus Corey.
Bitch bonus Corey.
She loved my boobs. I had nice boobs before.
I don't know what we were talking about.
Elliot opening a present.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus boing. Oh my God.
I will never do the elf on the shelf.
Oh my God. That's way. I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I'm like asleep when she's asleep. There's no way.
I'm already worried that I'm like ruining my child. I don't want to ruin the spirit of Christmas when I forget.
Elf on the shelf is new.
To move the elf every 5 days.
He's new.
I would just suck at that and
he's new.
And
he's new.
He's new.
As long as Santa's still alive, man.
So, well, I mean, I don't think it contradicts the
Santa's alive.
legend of Santa. I think it's just like an additional.
There's just some like lazy parents shouldn't have.
No,
and that's what we are.
Well,
girlfriend, I swear to God,
forgetful.
My tree is this big. Okay, if you're looking on, it is like maybe like a 9. I don't even know, like a 6-foot tree.
It's literally
6
like
inches.
The Charlie Brown special tree.
It's fluffier than Charlie Brown, but it is a tiny ass motherfucking tree. Okay, that is our tree this year. My poor child for her first, but it's her first Christmas.
She doesn't remember.
She won't know shit. Okay, I didn't get her anything for Christmas because I know my in-laws and my mom are gonna despise everything. So I'm like,
I'm so glad that you have that tree because we're gonna
have to share it. It is so my presents literally are bigger than my tree.
It literally is this tall. And it's real, right?
No, it's fake.
Oh.
My wreath on my door that I bought for $15 because it was on sale is real. And I'll take a picture of that one.
I thought you had your lumberjack husband go out there with his really nice chainsaw and chop off a branch.
We were supposed to, but we went to Hawaii for 2 weeks. The first week, because we were supposed to go, we usually go Saturday to Sunday after Thanksgiving, like Black Friday, we go shopping, and then we go Saturday, Sunday. But I had to work, and then we left on Tuesday.
You do the Black Friday shopping?
Not this year. I have a kid now.
Well, and you were gone.
And we were gone. We did. We went out. We took her with us, but we went at 10 o'clock. We went to Cabela's because we get these really nice flannel jackets, the one I was wearing earlier, for $20. Regular 40. So
I've only gone Black Friday shopping once, and I snorted Adderall off of a toilet seat in Target. So
nasty! What the fuck?
Dark times.
Oh my God!
I think it was probably.
Did you get pink eye?
No, I wasn't wiping my fucking face on it.
Well, you're shoving nasty. Did you wipe the toilet seat down with a Clorox wipe?
We put one of those seat covers on it. So there was a layer of tissue paper.
Okay, that's not. That's still nasty, but that's it makes me feel better. I'm thinking you just some girl pissed or shit.
It's better than snorting cocaine off of some guy's dick at a club.
His dick's clean.
I've never done that, but
he showered before I went to the club.
I can only imagine. No, but not run away if you get a waft of sweaty balls.
Don't do it.
Or some swass. You don't need that. You will get pink eye.
Swass.
Swass?
Swass? What the hell is swass?
Sweaty
swass?
ass?
Yeah, it's swass.
Like swoobs?
I had swatty. Sweaty body.
boobs?
Remember when I was pregnant? I had sweaty body. I had swatty. 'Cause I was just hot.
Swatty, hottie with the naughty body.
With my 9 months pregnant body. I was a cute pregnant person.
Me and
though.
Sarah have determined that we're going to start privately. This is not an advertisement. And you don't know. It's just, she's like, I'm going to start like a body like OnlyFans. And I'm like, do your feet. You have really nice feet. Oh, no. Chase likes my feet. I'm like, but the body?
I know. It's weird. He probably want to do like an OnlyFans body. So I'm like, can I do like self feet pics? And he's like, no.
And she's like, well,
I'm
it's
like,
kind of
what?
a territorial thing. He really likes my feet.
He really likes my feet.
Okay. So men with foot fetishes, shout outs to you because
If you want a pic, let me know.
I know a few. Yeah.
Only
but
$20 per pic.
I was like, well, why don't we just do it together? I need to like have a side hustle that's legal.
Let's do it.
Just kidding. But not really, but kind of.
I'm
That's
not.
legal while I supplement my income in rebuilding my clientele in the salon because it's been slow the last couple of weeks. I think just gearing up towards Christmas and
Shout out my
snowing.
stage name would be Rose.
Rose?
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen More of the Millers?
Oh, God.
Yeah, Jennifer
Jen
Aniston.
Aniston?
Yeah, her name is Rose. Air quotes if you can't see me.
Isn't her real name like Mildred
Sarah.
or something?
Oh!
Oh!
Sarah. Her real name is Sarah. Hence why my stage name is Rose, you bitch.
Well, what would mine be, bitch?
I don't know.
What do I look
I gotta
like?
think about that. Like a Jessica. You have red
I
hair.
do not want to be a Jessica.
Well, I don't know.
You take that back.
Kylie was supposed to be
No offense, any
Alethea.
Jessicas.
Kylie, my sister, our new manager, she was supposed to be Alethea.
Alethea?
Can you see her being an Alethea?
I could see her maybe being like Althea.
Her would be a Jessica. They thought about naming Kylie Jessica for 5 seconds. Could you see being her a Jessica? Could you see her being a Jessica?
She kind of looks more like a Jessica than a Kylie.
No, for me, she's like Kylie through and through.
I don't know.
Because, like, Jess.
Think about that. I want a sassy name.
Okay.
I want a sassy name.
Francesca?
That matches my fiery
Jessica.
spirit. No. Jessica is not no. Rose is I guess like a can we be Ruby and Rose? Oh,
Yes.
Wait, look,
Oh
it's the fucking- like the actress.
Ruby and Ruby Rose. Holy hell, we're Ruby Rose bitches.
But we gotta swap it so people
Rose
don't
and
get
Ruby?
confused. Ruby and Rose.
Her name's Ruby Rose.
Oh yeah.
Could have to be Rose and Ruby. Dumbass. Oh my God.
I'm wearing my blonde cap today for you.
Yeah, you are. Shit, man.
So, I am making all the presents for my family.
Yes, you are.
It's gonna be real nice.
Make your mama, but
Yeah, I could make her like a
well,
photo album.
is she gonna listen to this episode? Like she needs,
No.
she needs to stop listening if she is.
Yeah, probably not.
Because you're gonna like know what you're getting on Christmas Eve.
Something I struggle with though is the men in my life, especially like my dad.
Oh my
okay?
God,
He's
Get
a
him
guy.
Home Depot card. Literally, Chase. Oh my God, he's so funny. We were talking about this yesterday, like the other day, and I'm like, well, I don't even know. I'm like, you're easy to shop for, and he's like, I really am. He's like, you could get me a fishing lure, and I'd be like, happy as can be.
Get him
I'm like-
some new tackle and stuff. Dudes go nuts for that shit.
That's what he's saying. Like,
And
you
it's-
can get him a new lure. That's what a lure is. It's a fishing tackle. It's like you fish with like a lure.
I don't know the lingo.
Obviously, shit, man.
Someone
Damn,
I
she's a
know,
blonde.
someone who's close to me is gonna shit on me for that later because he's a big fisherman.
Ew. Your friend that you sleep with?
Yep, my friend that I sleep with.
Bullshit. Let's get them together so they can go fishing together.
I-
Let's go fishing together. So I want Chase and Caroline to go.
Oh, I like
How
fishing.
cute.
I really haven't fished most of my life.
You have a paddleboard. Let's go. We go paddleboarding and
I also
fishing.
have some kayaks. My dad was
have a
a
kayak,
big fisherman, but he's not a very good one. So anytime he would take me, it was boring because we never caught any fish.
Oh, Chase is like there for it. He loves fishing.
When I've gone fishing with my friend, it's a lot of fun because I catch all the fish. And
I can't catch
apparently I'm lucky, air quotes, whatever that
shit.
means.
I can't catch shit.
But I struggle with gifts for the men in my life because most of them, like if they want something, they'll just go out and buy it themselves.
Yeah, it's not like when you're a kid, like, oh, your birthday's coming up. Wait for your birthday or wait for Christmas. It's like, no, I have money. I'm going to go buy it.
Yeah, well, and it's like...
Literally Home Depot cards. You cannot go wrong with Home Depot.
You want to know what I
Or
did for my
Sportsman's.
dad last year? That'd be a good one. Or
just money.
a gift card to a music store for his drum kit.
That's what you did last year?
No, so
That's this
what I
year,
did
okay.
last year was kind of similar to that, but since we bought the wrong audio interface, I also got like $100 gift card for spending $500. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And so I gave that $100 gift card to my dad for Christmas.
I mean, shit. It worked.
It was a good gift. I mean,
That's a good gift.
he had to trek all the way from like West Valley to go to this one specific local mom and pop shop that fucked us, but you know, so
He
thought that
enjoyed it.
counts. Thought that counts.
He liked it. It's a gift card. They last forever.
Do
I
they
know.
really? Do gift cards expire?
I don't think so. Because I had like Target gift cards I got last year for Christmas that I used for Caroline in September.
Yeah. Well, see, like I say it's in the thought that counts because I mean, y'all know that I used to be a juvenile delinquent, but I'm a giver. I'm a giver. But it's not technically giving if you were lifting it from stores, you know what I mean?
You're basically giving them like stolen goods.
I was. And when I was 14, I stole a stack of like iTunes gift cards. Did not
They don't have money on
yeah.
them.
I didn't know that as a 14-year-old. So I gave 14 of my family members these iTunes gift cards, and everyone in my family knew that I had stolen them
Because they had no money
none
on
of them
them.
had money on them. So that's not a gift.
That's
And-
awesome.
No, it's not. I look back on that. I'm like, maybe that's why my life was so rough, because I had terrible karma and I was doing naughty things. But I think that was also the Christmas that I literally got coal in my stocking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was.
Santa's watching you.
You know, it was also the year that I got expelled from fucking Christian private school. Got caught smoking pot behind said school, cutting school. Parents are getting divorced. I hated everyone and everything. And
It's a passage you have to go through.
Come-
It's fine.
Christmas Day, I get my stocking. And that's always the best part, right? You get all the goodies.
Like there's like an orange at the bottom of it.
I
all this
loved it
candy.
as a kid, but I hate it as an adult because they're almost expensive as the rest of Christmas,
Oh my God,
depending
you
on
might as
what
well
you
just
put
give
in
them
it.
a freaking stocking at this point. Be like,
Here, this
sorry,
is
all
it.
your shit's in your stocking because what do you want, AirPods?
Yeah, Grandma
You can't wrap that
Grandma's
shit.
got everything else. But what was worse, because that was traumatic.
That is
That was
traumatic.
traumatic.
We actually gave everyone stolen iTunes card that had no money on
I
them.
know. So, but everyone got those afterwards, so it just kind of solidified my parents' action in giving me coal. They were like, yeah.
It was Santa.
Yeah, you deserve that, girl. But what's worse was there was a note from Santa in the stocking. And it was like, you will get additional coal if you don't shape up, pretty much. And then I think XOXO, P.S., nice girls don't get presents for Christmas if they're stealing their parents' whiskey and cigarettes.
Santa's watching you, kid.
Oh, dude. Oh, my God.
But you know what? Not the naughty kids make history.
You know, I just have always remained on the naughty list, so I don't have any expectation.
And you know what? Nowadays, now that you're older, Santa just kind of forgets about us.
What the fuck, Santa?
I know he's all like, you're fine. It's just the kids that need shit. And we're like, we need love too.
It's for the future. The children are the future. They need some inspiration. They need to believe.
If it was up to Chase, he'd probably give Caroline coal.
So, okay, this is the part, if you are listening to this, that you really do need to tune your kids out, because we are going to talk about Santa. And I don't want ruining anything for
Santa's
anyone's
real.
kids out there. Yes.
Okay, no, I read this thing. I'll have to find it.
How old were you when you learned the truth about Santa Claus?
I don't know. It was just like it happened.
Really?
Yeah.
It just happened?
Like I just kind of like one day it was like, Santa,
I'm a
kids out of the room, Santa's not real.
I'm a big believer in like
I still believe there's a Santa, but I really liked how she wrote this letter.
Is this a kid writing a letter or a parent?
It's the mom and dad to their kid.
Oh,
Do you want me to read it really fast?
yeah.
Okay. So it's on
Is there an author?
Pinterest. It just says like love mom and dad.
Okay, we'll have to save that link so we can share it on the show notes.
Yeah. So it goes, I'll just say, dear so and so. You asked a really good question. Are mom and dad really Santa? We know that you want to know the answer, and we had to give it careful thought to know what to say. The answer is no. We are not Santa. There is no one single Santa. We are the people who fill your stocking and choose and wrap the presents under the tree, just as your parents did for us. Their parents did for them, and you will do for your kids someday. This could never make any of us Santa, though. Santa is lost in lots of people who keep the spirit of Christmas alive. He lives in our hearts, not at the North Pole. Santa is the magic and love and spirit of giving to others. What he does is teach children to believe in something they can't see or touch. Throughout your life, you will need this capacity. My God, I read a lot, but I can't read shit. You will need this capacity to believe in yourself, in your family, in your friends, and in God. You'll need to be able to believe in things you cannot measure or hold in your hands.
Or see.
See? Mm-hmm. Now you know the secret of how he gets down all those chimneys on Christmas Eve. He has help from all the people whose hearts he has filled with joy. With full hearts, people like Mommy and Daddy take our turns helping Santa to do a job that would otherwise be impossible. So no, we are not Santa. Santa is love and magic and hope and happiness. We are on his team, and now you are too. We love you and will always love, and always will love Mom and Dad.
That's beautiful. Look.
I know, I got the chills too.
I have goosebumps.
See, and that's what I read that and I was like, oh my God, I love that because it's
That's
like
a very nice, eloquent way to let your kids down.
It's not like no, he's not real, bitch. Just
my
be
God.
like, it's like a cute way to be like, well, no, like everyone's Santa. Like
Well,
there's not like a person who is Santa Claus. It's like he represents love and joy and happiness.
That's something that my mom really tried to push too, is like the spirit of Christmas
Of giving.
is it never dies, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a feeling that you get, you know. Santa may not be one physical person, but it is that feeling, you know, and that connectivity that you have with family and loved ones or whatever. Gratitude, you know, being grateful for everything that you have. But
When did you learn there was no? Okay, I gotta think about that.
yeah,
I
think
learned
about
there
that.
was no Santa when I was like 15 and we were wrapping presents and my stepmom goes, say it's from Santa. And I was like,
What?
there's no Santa?
So it was like all the
Damn.
other hard talks that happened in your upbringing, they just never occurred.
There's never, I never got hard talks in my life. Everyone kind of felt bad for the weirdo in the back. Like if you ask my brother-in-law, he goes, she was some weird ass kid. I'm like,
Were you and Kylie, your sister, were very sheltered.
yes, we were sheltered and I had the weirdest like upbringing of my life. I didn't have friends. I didn't know how to be around people.
Do you think that's why you and Chase are like so good for each other, but also maybe a little codependent?
Probably.
Probably. That's not bad, but I mean
I
it can
we
be
need like
if it's
some
unhealthy.
codependency.
But yeah, you know what I mean. If it's
You
not
need
unhealthy and
that.
it works,
But
then
like I'm still fine with him going out like on trips. Like we decided like he cannot be like an oil field worker where he's gone for 2 weeks, home for 2 weeks.
No,
Like pre-baby, we could probably make it work. That's fine. But now that we have a kid, he's like, I don't want to miss
this.
half her life.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get that. Because like you don't know when you're going to be home. Like he could be gone for like the next 2 weeks. Like he'd miss Christmas and New Year's, which is also his birthday. Do you know what I mean?
This is a side tangent, and this is just me having looked internally recently. You know, maybe like since you didn't have a lot of friends in high school, similar to me. You know, I
don't have no friends.
I was a floater.
I had like 3 friends.
I was a floater. I had a friend in every single group, but I didn't ever feel like I fit in perfectly anywhere. And I wasn't really close to any one person going through school ever. No. You know what I mean? And I think having girlfriends, that kind of friendship was really hard for me when I was young because I was so insecure. You know what I mean?
Weird.
I
was weird.
Yeah, I didn't have any confidence. I got picked on a lot, and then I just became that hippie stoner chick who never wore shoes, and that was kind of.
I love that.
And then the pregnant girl.
Me and you would have been best friends.
Yeah, we are
Because
that's why we work so well.
Our like insecurities would just like we would have like. Have you ever heard like seen that thing where it's like, what is it? You're extrovert? No. introvert people never have friends. They're just adopted by extrovert people.
It's true.
And that would be us. Like, us two introverts turned extroverts would have adopted each other.
Well, but I think also maybe that's why we met in the period in our lives that we did. Because
We needed each other when we did.
Absolutely. And it's been really cool to see both of us kind of blossom into the confident, outspoken people that we are now. You know, we've grown together, and I've seen a transformation in us.
Yeah.
Myself on the back.
If anyone that I went to high school with is listening to this, like,
You're welcome.
write in and just say, like, how weird of a fuck I was in high school.
Ooh, that would be a good
God,
episode.
I was weird.
People like emailing in or like messaging us like what they thought of us back in the day or whenever they knew us.
Yeah, if like you knew us at any period of point of time, like message in and say like what you thought of us.
talk
Like how
about-
we are now compared to how we were then.
Talk about looking inward. That might be a slippery
Maybe
slope.
not. Maybe let's not do that because you'd be like, you guys are some
I mean, I'm
weird-ass
intrigued
people.
though. I'm intrigued. If you do want to email in, you know, it's hardtalkswithbnh@gmail.com. Hey,
We're here for it. We take criticism now with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Because we can accept that we were weird ass people.
well, and I think that's what's so good about us is we're self-aware, and it's not about the past because we can't change it. It's about what I can do today for my future.
But now look at us, 26 years later, and we fucking awesome.
You want to know what my word is going into 2022? And I got this from our new manager, and I thought it was the perfect word. Intent. You know, I always want my intent to be good. I always want to know that I put my best intention forward. I put in all my work. I tried my best. I want to make sure that every interaction I have with someone is a good one. You know what I mean?
I like that.
So yeah, intention. Do everything with intention. But you know, to what you were saying about not really having friends, maybe that's why you had a hard time like being alone and you dated or always had a backup, and you know, you found Chase. Thank God. You stopped Chase. Thank God.
I know. If I didn't, who knows where I'd be at this point.
We'd
Shit,
be
if
on-
I have like 5 guys and be like, oh, don't say that out loud, Alicia. They're all
Javier is
listening.
yeah.
You know
Javier
who
from
you
Puerto
are.
Rico.
Sorry, guys. I'm dating 5 of you at once. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I keep our conversations aligned. Don't worry about it.
Let's
Whatever.
like make that your alter ego and have her come out to play every now and again. Ring, ring. Hey, 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 Rose.
My Rose.
Hey, Rose.
Bring her
Rose
out
and Ruby.
sometime. Rose and Ruby. Ruby and Rose.
That
Rose
could
and
be.
Ruby.
That could be a. But
We should do that. Like if we were gonna start this podcast, we should have done like alter egos about it because then no one knows who we are, like our true identities, unless they were on the podcast.
identity.
It's like certain people that like listen to it are like, ooh, who's Ruby and Rose? Like no one knows who they are.
we got to put on our sexual caps and speak in our sexual voices. I don't know if that sounds more Valley Girl.
I mean,
or,
God, I just sound so weird today.
yeah, but if she
I
had
like a
something
frog in my throat.
go in her mouth, she'd be choking right now.
I'm like,
Worst gag reflex
I
ever.
was on
I'm sharing that video of you.
Please do. I watched that and I was like, oh my God, I'm like sitting here, I'm like
Do the face again. No blowjobs for Christmas. Sorry.
I try.
Santa forgot that present.
I try. I just go like in. I gotta like think about it. Go.
I think maybe numbing spray will be in your stocking.
I have numbing spray.
It doesn't work.
Eh.
Or you haven't given it the full.
I feel bad. Like I'm
Maximum
a
effort.
mouth talker, so like I talk with my teeth. And Fort Chase is like, babe, shove those teeth back in your mouth. I'm like, huh?
It's like a fucking piranha.
Yeah. So he's probably like, please don't go down on me. Like he wants me to. He's like, yeah, I do. And then like in the back of his mind, he's like, please don't.
There's no roadhead between Sarah and Chase because they hit a bump and she might chop his dick off.
I found that video from the episode after this one that you might hear. It's a cartoon and they do go over bumps and she like basically just like nods his little dick off and she goes, what's his name?
Gnaws it with her teeth?
I'll have to find it again and I'll show you after. But like they go like this like bumper and he's like has her up and down. He's like and she's like Leroy, are you okay? I'm sorry, Leroy, are you okay? Are you
I'm
okay,
chattering.
Leroy? I'm sorry. That's how she sounds too. She goes, "Are you okay? I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm so sorry. Are you okay?"
This is a mega sidebar, but
We've been sideboarding this whole goddamn episode.
That's gonna be the whole show from now on.
It's supposed to be a Christmas episode. Here we are
We're
talking
gonna
about Roadhead.
Full circle. Hey, Christmas comes like what I did there. Christmas comes in all sorts of different ways.
Is there a girl named Christmas you know?
When I there's a Christopher.
There's a
When
girl
I
named
worked at
Christmas.
Chick-fil-A, I was 21 when I finally quit, pregnant with Elliot. But it was my last year working there about this time. And everybody goes a little fucking mad. All the housewives want their catering trays for their Christmas parties this time of year. I'm not shitting you, like that. The restaurant I worked at, I think their record was during Christmas, and they had like a $32,000 day. And they're open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. So
Holy shit.
Lots of, shit show express. But it's like 9:57.
I really want Chick-fil-A now.
I know. It's like 9:57. We close. Had a shitty day, long day. My friend Deshaun, who's been on the show before, who lives in California now, is in the back. And he's shaking his booty. We're getting ready to go home because we were roommates at the time. And
I love that.
we get this person come into the drive-thru, and he wants a large nugget tray, which I don't remember. It's been so long now, but it's like over 130 nuggets on that tray, maybe 200. So
Good Lord.
we just like...
He's like, we want like a midnight drunk snack.
Yeah, we just shut everything off, like all of the grill.
It was like 9:58.
Yeah, and
no
so
one's coming in.
My friend Sean, pissed as he is, starts picking up the nuggets outside of the trash can, puts it in the tray, gets the 8-ounce sauces, puts it over the shoe, and I bag it up, go to the window. I'm not even paying attention. I'm like, I'm sorry about that. Wait. And at this point, it's past 10, you know? I'm like, sorry about that. Wait. I know. I shaved my arm the other day with my new straight razor. See that patch? Anyways.
Yes.
I finally like look at him because I'm like, it's this much. And I didn't really hear anything. And he has his window cracked about this much. And it's a dark fucking tint. This is like a Dodge Charger. And it's just rumbling. And there's nobody rolling down the window. And I'm just like, sir, you know, you've been out the window for 10 minutes. Like, you want your large card. You want your large fucking tray or not, bitch? Like, he finally just like cracks the window a little more. And all I see because the overhead light is on, is this head bobbing up and down.
Oh my God.
Bobbing up and down. And literally he cracks the door open, which turns the main dome light on.
Oh,
and
God.
all I see is this black-haired girl. He pushes her off into her seat, throws the card at me, basically, grabs the bag. I give him a receipt, and he's like, Merry Christmas. And just drives the fuck off. And I'm like, did I witness that? Or like...
Yeah, you did.
Was that like... I'm like, Deshaun!
They won't care about them garbage nuggets.
Deshaun, no. She's already got a garbage mouth. She's just like, let me keep shoveling that shit in there. You know what I mean?
Shit, man. She's already balls deep.
Balls deep. And
Literally, balls
deep. So me and Deshaun, you know, we're part of the closing crew. I'm like, no. Like, you have to believe me. This just happened. He's like, all right, let's go check out the surveillance cameras. Sure as shit. They got it. They got the top of her head bobbing, him doing the whole exchange, and it was just awesome. And, you know, I didn't think that would be like a turn on, but maybe it was so scandalous, and they were just like...
Did you go home
so
and
outright
and get your bob out?
I got my bob out, you know, like 7 months pregnant. I'm like, let's go.
Oh, my. Because you're 7 months pregnant, no wonder. Your vagina's calling.
Oh, yes, it is. But, well, I guess my mouth was that night because I was really...
Salivating?
Really in the mood for giving. Christmas, man. But I was old, too. Like, were you really 15 when you stopped believing in Santa?
No, not 15. It was like probably like 12.
Okay. So we were the same age. Okay. So
I know.
That makes me feel better.
I still believe to this day.
like in the spirit of Christmas, or that there's a fat, jolly old man
No, that
basically
there, that
in
there's,
Antarctica?
There's like that letter, basically, excuse me. Like that letter, how that's just like the spirit of Christmas. Like he just keeps the spirit of Christmas alive. Santa. Obviously doesn't come down your chimney and bring
So
you
is it
gifts.
like the Holy Ghost?
No.
Dude, I got bullied for that too. I was bullied for a lot of shit in elementary
We'll
school.
have to like do an episode on that.
Kids are assholes. Yeah.
really are.
I got bullied because I was obsessed with
Not wearing shoes.
no, that was in high school. This is like elementary school, and why my parents finally like broke the news to me. Because I really was. I was getting picked on and it was not healthy. Like I was literally Charlie from the Santa Claus. Like I was going to bat for Santa at school and people were like, "You're fucking stupid, bruh. Like, he can't do that in one night. You idiot."
He has magic reindeer, asshole.
Yeah, my parents got called and everything because I got in an argument with the teacher. What
A
fucking sixth grade teacher tries to just be like, yeah, you know, because I think there was an argument between me and a couple girls
What
in
an
my
asshole.
class. And basically we all got separated, pulled aside. And when I was like, well, they're just being rude. They don't believe. And, you know, like they're making fun of me. And she was just like, well, you know, honey, like you're at an age where maybe you need to consider all the possibilities. One, my mom was pissed that my sixth grade teacher, Miss Julie Miner, yeah, ruined that for me. But, you know, because my mom was then in the hot seat. I go home wiping tears off my face. I'm like, are you lying to me?
Yes.
And they're just like, yeah, no. I mean, yeah, it was really awkward. And I was probably 12 and my little sister is 6 years younger than me.
Oh.
And I ruined it for her. I'm so rude. Such an asshole. To this day, she's going to be 21 in a week. And
she remembers that.
to this
She's
day,
like,
she blames me for ruining the spirit of Christmas for her when she was young. And that is actually something I really regret because I had no right to do that. I was just a pissed off little shithead kid.
12-year-old kid that their
Yeah.
teacher ruined Christmas for him.
Yeah. But I mean, it was always the same fucking two girls. I almost want to name names.
No names.
No names. But
Bitch one and bitch two.
traumatic. And like I think that was like 2005. Oh no, that we would have been 10. So 2007 when Hollister and Abercrombie and Aeropostale was like all the rage, and it's
And
kind of like
the collared shirt.
yeah, that's kind of when
Your tank top hanging halfway out your shirt and you like wear it underneath your butt.
yeah, trends started to change.
That always bugged me.
When like little girls started to look like adults. That was really the period where they were like, you're 12, you look like you're 17.
Now like 12-year-olds look like they're 25 and I'm like, you
Yeah.
look older than me.
But the style is reverting back to now where butterfly clips are in. I watched a Bailey Sarian YouTube video the other day and she's got butterfly clips in her hair and I was like, oh my God, I wore those in 5th grade and I got made fun of for that. Like I didn't
Your
fit in
sister
because I
is
didn't.
wearing shoulder pads.
Yes. Yeah, it's like the 60s through the 90s. That's what's in style right now. And I love it. I love the bell bottoms. I love the.
So
I'm finally
keep
fitting
your
in.
shit now.
Yeah, I'm finally fitting in again. But I just never fit in elementary school. Got picked on for my taste in music because I knew everything about the Temptations, an amazing Motown band. And if you don't know who they are, you do because they're famous for My Girl. My Girl.
My girl.
Talking about my girl.
My girl.
Oh, yeah. See, you know it. Everyone knows it.
How do you not know it?
But it became a little borderline weird when I knew
Obsession?
everything about every single individual in the band and I wanted to tell my classmates about them. And then Christmas came up and then there was that bullying and my mom pulled me aside and finally was like, honey, yeah, no, he's not real. What about the Easter Bunny?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, we do that too. What about the Tooth Fairy? Well, yeah, your dad sneaks $1 in. Bitches are getting $20 for one tooth these days, but whatever, say less. She's like, we do it all. And then she tried to make me feel better and my sister.
We help them.
Because I ruined it for my sister. She tried to get my sister to believe again by taking us to Polar Express.
Oh, shit.
That was the year that it was in theaters. And I remember crying my little eyeballs out because I was like, I just want to believe. I just want to believe. I want to hear the bell. Like,
You didn't hear that bell that night.
I did not. So, I
That's when you
mean,
gotta do it with like your little sister and be like, do you hear the bell? Because we don't. We have like a bell going. I'm like, do you hear it? And she's like, yeah, I do. Like, we don't.
that would be a funny inside joke. I should get her like a bell and give it to her in her stocking since we're balling on a budget and be like, sorry, I ruined Christmas for you.
Have everyone in the room be like, when she takes it, be like, the bell's broken. Like, we can't hear it.
Sorry,
Then
I ruined
do like a little
Christmas.
note that says, you believe.
Oh, yeah, I think I might do that.
That'd be cute. That'd be cute. You should do that and make everyone that's there and like have her with their stocking to know like pretend the bell's broken so that she can hear it and then like at the end be like, it's a joke. I remember the Polar Express.
Maybe that's the route I'll take, just through humor, inside joke. I haven't been in the Christmas spirit at all. I still feel like I'm
Have you
stuck
seen
in...
my tree?
Your tree is the shit. You can't talk shit on your tree.
I love my tree.
Your tree
It is the cutest.
Your
damn
tree's
thing.
better than my tree.
It's cute.
It's fucking cute. It really...
I had that bow from like someone gave it to me like on a Christmas present. I went upstairs, look at all our wrapping shit, and I was like, oh, this would be a perfect little tree topper.
I really wish that you would have... It was real. Like, I wish Chase went out there with like a hedge clipper and just chopped off a branch, the tip of a branch, because
Oh my god,
tiny.
I wanted to do that. Chase goes, you gotta let it live for next year, and I'm like, bitch, you're right. That's just sad.
I know.
Got a little tree like that, I could never.
To tow it back, it's gonna be hard. I definitely can't handle it. It's a 9-inch tree.
I mean, try to lugging that shit down
It's
the
not
hill.
even 10 inches. There
You
are
can, like,
dildos
carry
bigger
it.
than that.
Literally. Probably in girth and in like length.
I hope not in girth. Oh my god.
There's some loose ass bitches out there.
But you'd have to.
I'm sorry, that was rude.
You'd have to adapt to a penis that big.
There's a guy on Facebook who got a penis enlargement about that size. Have you seen that on Facebook?
No.
If I find it, I'll send it
But
to you.
I read a statistic. Okay. It's a holiday.
Penis enlargement surgery.
The holiday season.
Holiday
the season of giving.
That's a song too.
I read a statistic yesterday, actually, while at the salon, and it basically said the highest rate in STDs is in senior citizen homes, and it's because they just like all
They
gangbang.
get with each other.
Yeah,
they don't.
everybody.
They're like, we're old. We can't get pregnant. Let's just not
Yeah,
use condoms. And Bob is going with like Cheryl and Rebecca and Nancy, and then Nancy's getting with like Jim, but Jim's getting with like Nadine and
Diana's
fucking,
over there pissed off.
You know, she's over there getting with Bob, and she doesn't want Bob because Bob's the only one that's left, but he's getting with every other Jim, Dick, and Harry out there.
But then Gertie ain't getting shit.
And then Gertie's over there in the corner in a little wheelchair being like,
she's
what the
the
hell?
old crotchety bitch that just can't handle it. But that brought up a good question. Is like, what age do you stop like having sex?
When you
Never?
die.
Yeah, literally. I think I'd probably want to die that way.
Having
Sex.
I get the heart attack.
I'm a man in a female's body, I think, like because I think like a man. But I think that'd be a great way to go. But two, like a lot of senior citizens have like penis pumps or like penis enlargements. So a part of that statistic, there were a bunch of nurses commenting, and they're just like, yeah, some like have a button on it so it releases the air so it's not always hard. But some implants don't ever go soft. So the guys are just always hard. Could you imagine like going and giving old Eddie Vietnam
sponge bath?
Yeah, a sponge bath with his heart on. Or going and visiting Paul down the hall, and he's got to like pump it up. Pump, 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 pump.
He's like, give me 5 minutes. Pump, 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 pump,
It's like
pump,
a
pump,
tire
pump.
pump.
Hang on. Pump, 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 pump. Not ready yet. Pump, 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 pump.
Or he has
Halfway. Pump,
an
pump,
air
pump, pump.
mattress pump, and you just hear the me in the background.
He's like, 5 minutes, babe.
Nurse Paula's
Halfway
like,
there.
just give him 5 minutes. It won't take that long.
We got him a faster pump for Christmas, so maybe give him out like 3.5 now.
I found my 57-year-old dad's Viagra pills when I used to live with him. And that just like,
They have lady Viagra pills.
I mean, like, you know what?
I
If
need
you're
those.
91, have been married, don't have a spouse anymore, or have never even been married, at that point, let your freak flag fly, you know? Like, you've worked your whole fucking life to get where you're at. I just say, get those STDs. Yeah! Get those cookies. Get those cookies.
I mean, at this point, most of them, you know, will outlive you anyways when you're that old, or you can take a Z-Pack for it.
Oh,
Get
God.
it done.
Oh, God, that's just great. You know, could you imagine? I read a comment on the same post where it was like, I'm 73 years old and I got my 56-year-old girlfriend pregnant.
Ooh.
Could you imagine? Talk about starting the fuck over. What?
I mean, would she even live through like giving birth?
Well, they say that your risk learning defects is higher if you have children at an older age. But, you know, there's still some really healthy
There's that,
babies
like 2%.
born. I don't know the statistic on that.
Damn.
But I was just like shocked by that.
Good Lord.
Okay, so I'm just saying, like, I think with age, you probably just get hornier.
And you don't care anymore.
And that's why it's such a $1 billion revenue stream for like
old people.
well, no,
Oh.
but you know, like
I don't know what we're talking
Viagra and like
Oh.
you know, what
ED.
the fuck am I trying to think of that
Erect
word?
dysfunctional.
Yeah,
What is it?
like
ED?
like
Erectile.
pills. It's the pills. That's a $1
Be
billion
Viagra.
yeah, $1 billion industry, $1 trillion industry, and it makes sense now because.
But not only for older people, like there's some guys out there that just cannot get it up.
I already have saggy boobs when I'm on top. I can only imagine when I'm trying to hit it at 80 and they're just like all the way down to my belly button.
They're gonna love that. They're gonna be like slapping them in the face. They're gonna be like, "I'm here for it."
Chimpanzee boobies.
Like that is like in there. Like that is probably what they're excited for because like you can't do that. Like you're trying to bend down, but then like it like slips out. So you gotta like acrobat your shit to like rub your boobs in their face. Like that. Like when you get older, like old and saggy, they just start like time ball in their head, and they're like, "Yes, I'm motorboating and having sex at the same time. My dream is like complete."
If that wasn't graphic enough, like, you know, you're being nailed right, especially from behind when there's starting to be a clap from the balls. You know what I mean? You play with the balls a little bit. It's probably the same thing. Because every female, well, maybe not every female. You like your nipples played with? We talked about it.
I don't have feeling in my nipples anymore.
You will. Maybe
Not
not as
now.
much, but yeah.
I mean, shit, I can barely feel if Caroline's attached. I'm like, is she attached? Oh, there she is.
Oh, she slipped off. Here you go.
I'm like, I know. But there are some times when she gets really agitated. She'll like go, and she'll like grab my nipple and like slam down her little gums and like pull off. I'm like, ow.
Yeah, no kidding. And the older that the kids get, the more creative we're going to have to get because Elliot's 4 and he's already calling Santa on his bullshit. Okay. So before I wrap it up, I want to share this fucking funny story with you. I dropped Elliot off at school
Today,
this morning.
yes.
Yes. And, God, I love that kid. He's so fucking, my kid is so
too
fucking
smart
cool.
for himself, though.
So I really think I want to get Elliot's IQ tested because he can count to 100. He knows his ABCs, his colors, his shapes. He can spell his first, middle,
can spell.
yeah, his first, middle, and last name, my name, his dad's name. Just wicked smart.
Like you have a weird ass name too, because you can spell it multiple ways.
Well, he only knows what he knows.
I mean, let's be honest.
That's the only way to spell it in his world.
Yeah, right. That's true.
But just wicked smart. Like he even like put together one of those brain solving puzzles. It's kind of like an Rubik's cube, but it looks like a soccer ball. And there's like 12 circles on the whole thing of it. And each one has like an outline of a certain specific color. And the whole point of this brain game is one of the holes is hollow and you have to basically push each ball in and get it to the correct color, kind of like in a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
And he hands it to me. And this is, just a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, I'm also busy. Like, I could do this for 5 seconds. My ADHD doesn't allow me to,
I don't know what the
think
fuck
that
I'm
hard.
doing.
Yeah. And so I finished dinner. And then I look over and Elliot's like, Mommy, look. I pick it up. And it took a second for me to realize. I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude. You did it. It's like, you fucking did it. I'm not going to be able to teach Elliot math or anything beyond second grade. because for one, they changed how you do math, and I'm just
Second grade. What about like first grade?
yeah, I'm just
Like
a
this
net.
shit is like, I don't even know. I can barely do numbers. Like I still ask Chase what between the difference between 1,000 is and like it's like 10,000 and yeah.
I'm glad that you got your blonde cap back
See?
on
Thank
because
you. It's only with numbers. Like I get so confused when people say, "Oh, 1,200 and 12,000."
so
I
when
don't
you
know
look
why.
at it, you don't.
But my brain, like I cannot figure. Like when they say it to me, I'm like, "What?" And Chase goes, "Babe, it's 1,2 or 1,2, and I'm like, "Oh."
That's just like bitch bonus Corey's husband. He won $10,000 on a slot machine in Vegas a couple weeks ago. I didn't think that was possible, but he did.
He tried hard
And
enough.
at first he turned to her and he's like, "Look, babe, I won $1,000." And she's like, I think that says $10,000.
But in his defense, those machines are hard to read because they're so like they're like digitized, so you can't see where the comma's at.
I don't.
Or like sometimes they're like it's not always in money; it's like in pennies.
No, I'm not making excuses for him. He's just a derp. But
That's true.
you know, Elliot, like I said, was trying to open a present. And I was
His face
just
of pure
like,
terror.
dude,
We haven't even finished that story.
dude, you know, like, what the fuck you doing? You know, Santa's watching. And he's just like, no, he's not. And I was like,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. And he's like, I don't see him. And he's like, that's the thing about Santa Claus. He's omnipresent. And he's like, omni what? And I was like, it means he knows all. He's all knowing. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Oh my
and
God.
my 4-year-old
Do not
turns
listen
to me
to that
and
song.
he's like, that's scary, mommy. You said we didn't have monsters in this house. And I was like,
OMG.
no.
Backpedal a little bit here.
That's not what I meant. And so they're doing all these like Christmas themed days at his school. So today was pajama day. And
Wearing pajamas.
yeah, I got the idea from Bravo. Yes. And I drop him off and we were a little late. So they were in Playland. You know, they have different activities in a part of their curriculum planned every single day. Yeah, I was a little late. I dropped him off at 11.
And he's supposed to be there at
No specific time.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
But I'm going to his class. So he went into the Playland with his class, but it was separate. So then I had to go back to his class where he's going back to leave his bag and stuff.
So there's like a playland and then there's like his classroom.
Yeah. And so then, you know, his teacher is walking down the hall to like catch me. And I'm like, oh God, because we've had some issues. Okay.
We're here for it.
My outspoken little boy is talking about Santa Claus at school.
Oh geez.
And
Oh shit.
yeah.
Was the span of him just being at Playland?
It's not. No, it was yesterday. It was yesterday.
I was gonna say.
So, they have a nap time, and if they don't want to nap, they just have to have rest, lay there. They could read a book, but they just have to be quiet. And Elliot's only gotten in trouble for nap time because I think he just gets bored laying there because he doesn't really nap anymore, and so the mischief starts to trickle out.
Maybe start having him take naps now at home.
Well,
I'm gonna have to do that with Caroline.
No.
Wrap her shit up and lay her down so she can just lay by herself.
what I've started to do is let him pick a book to bring to school each day. So
That way, and so if he doesn't want to take a nap time, just be like, just read.
yeah, you
just gotta
pick
be
this positive
rest time.
reinforcement, but you can't be screaming and chanting like a voodoo man on your cot, waking up all the other kids. You know, they've been here probably since 5:30 in the morning. You know,
They need a nap.
They need a nap. You need to be respectful of that. But the biggest thing with him is like his teacher is like, when I tell him like, you know, Santa's not coming, he looks at me and he's like, Santa's not real.
Oh my God.
And he said that in front of all the other kids. He made another kid cry.
Oh
And
my
so she's
Lord.
like, all right, it's time to go to the office. And he's just like, good, I want to go to the office. And
You're
she's just
freaking
like,
child.
I don't know what to do. Like,
Is
what do
you.
you do at home to like get him to listen? Because when I try and, you know, a little more sternly speak to him, he just smiles in my face and just kind of thinks it's hilarious. And I know I mentioned that on the show before because it's been an ongoing thing, but apparently yesterday that was just the final straw for her because, wow, the apple doesn't far from the tree. He's
Fall
trying
far.
to ruin Christmas for all the other younglings.
At a ripe old age of
Four. And so I should probably ask his dad, like, if he's been, like, practicing the belief of Santa, if that makes sense. Because I don't really know what goes on over there.
You got to keep it alive. He's only 4.
Well, and that sucks. That's really young. You know, I don't want all the magic to be taken away. But also, too, that's something I've noticed. This is my cat. Hello, cat. Whenever I get him back, I put her down softly, I promise.
I mean, they land on all 4s no matter what. It's fine.
It was more of like a plop, but...
I mean, it wasn't very high. Like, you were like half hour anyways.
Whenever I get him back from him being at his dad's, I think because he takes him so inconsistently due to his schedule for traveling for work, when I get him back, he is like a little rambunctious. He acts out a lot more, and I'm trying to understand, like, why. I mean, I have an idea, obviously, as to why, but what can I do to make that transition period going back and forth between mom and dad's house a little easier, make him understand without him, like, feeling angry or confused or
because he's
wanting to
4.
lash out. Yeah.
He doesn't know how to, like, his emotions are all over the place. And that's the one way he knows how to share them.
I told her that we would talk about it, but I don't know. You have any recommendations to make your kid believe in Santa Claus again?
Dude, I have a 4-month-old. She don't know what shit's going on. She just looks around like, hey, Mom.
I am lost.
Or I walk out without a bra and she looks at me and she goes,
hey, you snack.
hey. I'm like, don't uggle me. God, that's all I am to her. Like, all she wants from me is the boob.
I ogle you. Stop. Everyone does.
With my nice milk jugs.
I know. They do look so nice in that.
Yeah, because my milk dropped and so I get firmer.
I know. So, yeah, if you guys have any tips or recommendations,
We sure hope we didn't.
Oh
My God.
It's the ghost in my house! You guys finally witnessed something!
Okay, that is like a tack holding up this freaking thing. It falls all the time. It fell over there, too.
No, this is a new tack.
Oh.
I have lots of tacks, and the tack is still intact, I might add.
Oh, my God. Well, it doesn't stay up very well.
It has a ledge.
Babe, like, barely.
Not
like,
a ledge. It even has a hanging hook. No, I'm chalking that up as I told you fuckers. This house is haunted. And apparently we're talking disrespectfully about the spirit of Christmas and Santa Claus. And she don't like it. So sorry. Anyway, that being said, I'm so glad that was filmed. This is why we film.
Because crazy shit can happen.
My lights are falling down over there, too.
I've been looking at that like the whole time we've been recording.
I haven't done anything weird in this house since Halloween. So
maybe the sickness is just coming off.
I literally have goosebumps. Anyways, if you guys were here and felt the vibe, you could feel it too. But I guess we'll leave it there. I hope that you guys have a Merry fucking Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you hoe bag humbug bridges.
Ho, ho, ho. All the hoes.
Ho, 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 ya ho.
Oh my God. Go find some mistletoe. Kiss your loved ones. Spread that positive mental attitude, PMA, wherever you go. That you what is it? Yuletide.
There you go. I didn't know what you were trying to say.
Spread your Yuletide.
And if your kids are asking about Santa, look on Pinterest. I just looked up the Santa letter, or I found it one time. You can look up on Pinterest the Santa letter and get that to your kid, because I thought that was a really good explanation about who Santa is. Sorry.
We'll also copy the link and paste it in our show notes.
Yeah, I sent it to my hippie over there.
Yeah. Thank you for being patient, you guys, for us not publishing an episode last week again.
It's Christmas.
We're going
in the spirit of Christmas.
We're going into this New Year's with a big fucking bang. And me and Sarah
bang bitches
have never been more organized in our lives. And
me, I'm just here for your like sounding board.
Always.
And your
titties.
And my titties.
And your titties. But Yes, we appreciate you. And New
love
Year's
you.
episode is going to be epic.
Is it?
That's the first episode we filmed. We actually did this backwards. So,
Okay, that is the New Year's one.
yep. It is what it is, but it's going to be great. We hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to email into the show, tell us how you're doing. Tell us how we're doing. It could even be like, you guys suck. I still want to hear it.
We will love you and we will shout out and be like, yo, bitch, whatever your name is, we do not suck. Stop listening to us.
No, I'd probably post and be like, you're right, we do suck. Thanks for the critique. We're just getting better.
I mean, we can say that like the first 7 episodes, but after that, we get a freaking ton better. And it's been a year. So if you're going to tell us we suck now, then why'd you listen for that? It's like that person that eats their whole cake and they're like, how did it go? And like, I want a refund. It was disgusting. And you're like, bitch, no, it wasn't. You just wanted to say we suck because we asked you to.
I have a joke for you really quick. Are you ready?
Ready for it? I'm here for it.
So, man goes into a diner,
Oh, this is your dad's joke.
orders 3 bowls of soup. 3 bowls, keeps eating it, asks for one more. Waitress brings it over. And then he calls her back over and he's like, there's a hair in my soup. I'm not paying for this. And she's like, well, sir, I apologize. That is disgusting. But you had 3 other bowls of soup for this. At least pay for that. And he's like, nope, I'm not paying for this. So then, pissed off owner sees the guy walk across the street to the brothel. She knows the brothel owner. So she's like, I'm going to go tell my friend that he doesn't tip or pay because I hope he pays one of her ladies. You know what I mean? She goes over, finds the lady of the house. She says, hey, this guy doesn't pay. And she's like, oh, I know exactly what room he's in. Let's go.
Oh my, I know exactly who you're talking about.
They walk into the room and this guy is just mowing down on this lady's southern parts.
Oh my God.
And she's just got a big bush. All right. And so the diner owner, she's like, what the hell, bro? You're not going to pay for 4 bowls of soup that had 1 hair in one of them, but you're going to come over here and basically slurp this lady's vagina like ramen noodles. And he's like, hey, let me tell you this. If I find a noodle in this vagina, I ain't paying for that either.
Oh my God.
That joke is brought to you by my dad. You're welcome. Merry fucking Christmas.
Merry Christmas, bitches.
Email us at hardtalkswithbnh@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram or Facebook at hardtalkswithbnh and Twitter at hardtalkswithb1.
B1.
We are on Patreon, so if you want to
Patreon.
support the show,
And get this episode early.
yes.
I guess you'd already listened to it at this point. Oops.
Yes. Well, if you want to listen to other
Early.
yeah, you can find the link in our show notes or you can find the link on our Instagram. Until next week, you guys. I love you, Sarah.
I love you, Alicia. I have hiccups now.
We love you.
We love you, fam.
Have a great holiday. Don't
Merry
do anything we wouldn't do.
Christmas. Happy New Year.
We'll see you on New Year's Eve.
Bye.
Bye.
Glad you by. Hard talk about them.
Yeah.